Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty has broke out as a Heisman candidate, and he's going to be the next Jahmyr Gibbs in the NFL.
I always got a chip on my shoulder. I always got something to prove out there.
How's it going today? My name is Jesse McNamara, and welcome to Point of View. Before we get into it today, I just want to say we always appreciate your feedback and look forward to reading your comments like the one we've got here. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the end of this episode to see if you can guess today's trivia question down below. To today's topic, is Ashton Jeanty the next star NFL tailback? He came into the season with the expectation that he would be among the top 10 backs in the country, but I don't think anyone but Boise fans thought he would be this good in his junior season. As a freshman, Jeanty did more than most first-year backs and gained 821 yards on 156 attempts. But last season was his coming-out party, as he led the Mountain West with 220 carries for 1,347 yards and took home the conference's Offensive Player of the Year award. Yet still, he largely flew under the radar heading into the season, but that didn't last long. In the Broncos season opener against Georgia Southern, Jeanty set the school record with 267 yards and 6 scores on the ground to avoid the upset. Boise State has rostered some elite halfbacks like J.J. and Doug Martin, so that's not an easy record to hold. And he did it with some impressive highlight plays like this one from the first quarter. I count 4 missed tackles on this carry, with a 6th spin move and the speed to outrun the rest. After that game, his performance sparked head coach Spencer Danielson to say this when asked if he's going to help him make a push for the Heisman.
Ashton Jeanty is one of the best players in the entire country. If not, like I say, he is the best player in the entire country because he's deserved it and he earns it. So with that being said, we're going to give Ashton Jeanty the ball in the run game, in the pass game, in the screen game because he's the best player in the country. And from that, the stats and all the hype, he deserves it. Because like I said, in January when it's snowing outside, number 2 is the first one on the field. He deserves all of it. And we're going to continue to highlight him because he's one of the best players in the country and he has earned it. Some guys want those stats. They want to be in the Heisman votes or earn it. Go do it just like Ashton has. And he's a generational talent in regards to who he is as a young man. Once again, guys, and for guys that maybe don't know him dearly, he is an even better person than he is a football player. I keep saying that because that is not told enough. He's a unanimous captain. He is a guy that is a pro that lives in the training room. He's right now up there watching film with a couple young running backs. That's Ashton Jeanty.
You heard the man. Jeanty is the best player in the country, and while I don't think it's undisputed in my opinion, you see where he's coming from. And though this may be his last season in Boise, his football journey is far from over. From what I've seen from experts, he's a consensus first-round draft pick and the top tailback in his class in the way too early mocks. And I don't think that's going to change because he profiles to be a lot like Detroit Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs, who was selected 12th overall in the 2023 draft. Both stand at 5'9", and Jeanty has the weight advantage by about 10 to 15 pounds. We still have to wait until after the season to see the combine results, but the eye test makes it look like he could match Gibbs' 40-yard dash time of 4.36 as well. In high school, Jeanty ran the 100-yard dash in 11.13 seconds. If you do the quick math on that, it translates to roughly a 4.45 40-yard dash time. With a few more years of growth and a specified training plan, there's no reason he can't match or surpass Gibbs' time. And if you're unfamiliar with Gibbs because he just started his second year in the NFL, just know he's an absolute baller and a great draft choice by the Lions. His skills translated to the league immediately as he gained 945 rush yards with 10 scores to earn a Pro Bowl appearance in his rookie season. Now, Gibbs wasn't a Heisman finalist like Jeanty likely will be at the end of this season, but the comparison still fits, and I think Jeanty still has a lot more to show the next couple of months. He already helped the Broncos nearly upset the 8th-ranked Oregon Ducks with 197 rushing yards and 3 scores to prove he can do it against the best of the best. And that's after the Ducks were well aware of what he was capable of. Here's what Oregon head coach Dan Lanning had to say about Jeanty heading into their matchup.
I think this is the best running back I've seen since I've been here. He's certainly an NFL guy, and he doesn't go down on first contact ever. He's one of the best stiff arm guys that we've gone against.
He's an NFL guy and the best running back he's seen. And he's coached against NFL draft picks like Zach Charbonnet, so you can't take a statement like that lightly. So though Jeanty might not win the Heisman due to quarterback bias or something like that, he's got a bright, long future ahead of him, so be ready when he's terrorizing your favorite team in the NFL next season. If your favorite team is the Seattle Seahawks, you probably won't draft him because you already have Charbonnet, and that whole team is looking scary. For more on that, check out this past episode of Point of View. And the moment you've been waiting for, here's the answer to today's trivia question. We appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you in the next one.